Show at 5, clear for takeoff, main reference. Flight 1, clear for takeoff, 1 full
People like you, organizations like Ramp Check, I love you guys.
You are clear for takeoff, runway 21 left, winds are call. Stand by for the retrans on uniform. It's showtime.
What's up, everybody? This is Aaron with Ramp Check. Welcome to the Ramp Check Aviation Podcast. That's right, it's just me tonight. How about a moment of silence for Pacific Airshow? Yeah, basically, this pretty much sums it up right here. That's what this show is about. I'm going to kind of recap my experience Pacific Airshow a few weekends ago. I've got a couple other cool stuff, but anyway, yes, I must admit I am a recovering attendee, and for those of you that did attend, you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that's okay. Hey, thanks for joining tonight. We've got interesting show. It's just me flying solo tonight. Ryan and Tony are busy. At least that's what I was told. Just kidding. They really are. They weren't able to join tonight, but how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Maybe you just had dinner. I guess if you're on the East Coast, it is getting close to bedtime. But I wanted to start the show. Okay, here we go. We've got our first comment. Thanks, BH. What's with that mood lighting? That's right. That's right. It is some crazy mood lighting here in the Aaron Rumfollow Ramp Check Aviation studio. Actually, I'm trying to play around with some lighting to make it look a little bit more presentable. Not so much looking like I'm streaming from a webcam from 1980, or I guess let me correct that. There weren't webcams in 80. Let's say 92. There are probably some webcams in 82. Probably streaming at like 480, maybe even less than that. I remember selling some of the first digital cameras in the mid to late 90s when I worked at a camera store, Inkley's in Salt Lake City. For those of you that do know about camera stores in Utah, I think they had some locations in Idaho too. But yeah, I remember the Kodak, the first Kodak digital cameras. I don't remember the exact resolution, but I think it was like 480 by 320 or something. It was wild. And the file size were like nothing, but yet it could only fit so many, like 20 images or something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I don't specifically remember, but let's see. Let's go to some chat. Spinny side up with a thumbs up. How you doing, Hess? Thanks for watching. Hey, how's my mic tonight? I just want to make sure it's not turned up too high because I wasn't able to do a mic check with Tony or Ryan before I went on air. But anyway, BH also checks in again. My wife says hi. Well, hello, BH wife. And from California. Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are watching. Speaking of BH in California, well, that could mean so many wrong things, but we're talking about Brian here, Brian Hart, BH. That's what I call him. That's his handle on social media at BH_world. Anyway, it's good to see him in California. That's his home state, his home area. We were able to have a good time while I was down there. And then Wadman. Yes, sounds good. Spinny side up, 5x5. All right. Well, cool. I'm glad the mic sounds good. Thanks, y'all, for watching. Let's see. Before we get into Pacific Airshow, I wanted to get into this really quick. We had a couple special visitors into Salt Lake City this week. I guess I should say this weekend. Those that are av geeks, especially love military aviation. Um, you're gonna love this. But we actually had some jets from VX-9, the vampires. That's right. We had some jets. We even had Vandy 1 and triple sticks there in the middle, and then a regular gray jet. One F-15, or correction, FA-18 E model, which was triple sticks, and then F models, both Vandy 1 and the gray jet. But anyway, it was absolutely cool seeing those jets. It's the first time that I've seen them in person. They obviously are all over social media with photos through, a bunch of low level through California specifically. Probably some other areas too. I'm just not remembering the exact areas, but lots of people have caught these jets and they are absolutely awesome. Pilot here, Vandy 1. His name is Gordon. Actually, it was kind of a funny story. I didn't know he was the pilot of Vandy 1 first, but I had my two younger kids with me out there at Salt Lake International Airport, catching their departure last Sunday. And my son had to use the restroom really bad. So anyway, we drove over to the FBO, which is Signature Aviation. That's where the jets were staging out of while they were in town, and bumped into Gordon actually in the restroom, which was kind of funny. But good dude, really nice. The kids thought it was so cool that they were meeting the pilot of one of the jets out there on the ramp, which was really cool. But here's a couple shots of Gordon and his Wizzo. I didn't catch. I think her call sign was like Mad Dog or something like that. Anyway, it was on her helmet. I don't have that image here, but it was always great to see them, get their flight gear on right on top of the jet. Made for some good photos. But yeah, it was great. Let's see. Okay, so here's Vandy 1. The only thing departing out of Salt Lake International is, probably not a huge opportunity for crazy low, fast, climb up to altitude departures. Happens every once in a while, but not often, especially in the middle of a busy Sunday afternoon. But anyway, here's Vandy 1 departing. Let me get to the chat. Let's see here. Hold on one second. BH, why don't you show off the 172nd Air Force 32 you have in the background? Oh, BH, you're so funny. Okay, just to please you. Here we go. All right. Here she is. Look at that beaut. Let's get it in focus. Come on, baby. I've got my there we go. I've got my camera on face recognition tonight. So anyway, beautiful jet, beautiful model of the 65th Aggressor Splinter camo jet. Anyway, there we go. Hopefully BH will stop harassing me about that now tonight. Okay, and then here's another shot of Vandy 1 on departure. Beautiful jet. That glossy black, it's even more sick when you see it in person. If you ever get a chance to see that jet, make the effort to do it. And then the second jet to depart was the gray jet. Nothing really fancy about that other than it's a badass Super Hornet. Let's see. And then there it is once it passed. And then, of course, triple sticks right here, 111. Beautiful with the vampire tail. Got the awesome black and red and gray scheme going on. There it is departing, and then there it is just past where I was staged for photos. But awesome jets. The one crew member I met, really cool dude. And we'll see. We'll see if we get these jets through here again sometime in the near future. There's little bit of a chance that may happen. But anyway, okay, and then Wadman, here we go. Yeah, now show off the Raptor next to it. Okay, Wadman, here we go. Okay, here we go. That's right. Let's get it focused. There is the zombie or symbiote Raptor model. Absolutely badass. Caught this jet at red flag. Well, it wasn't flying in red flag, but I caught it down there covering a red flag. It was flying, and yeah, impressive jet. Anyway, there's the model of that. So I didn't know it'd be show and tell time on the Ramp Check Aviation podcast, but what the hell? When you've got cool shit, why not? Let's see. I think I have one more photo. Yeah, there's Vandy 1 sitting on the ramp there. Beautiful jet. Absolutely awesome. So speaking of Vandy 1, okay, I have to share this because this is something new. Let me switch this around here. Hold on one sec. Okay, here we go. So I've been working on the Ramp Swag store recently. I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm kind of revamping, adding to, subtracting. I've only got a bunch of hoodies up right now, but there's going to be a bunch more stuff coming up because after all, it is Christmas season coming up and everyone needs some cool Ramp swag. But anyway, okay, so check this out. This was something that I threw together because I absolutely just loved those vampire jets, the VX-9. This is a new hoodie that's out. Pretty badass if you ask me. Even BH complimented it, even though he's not really a Super Hornet fan. But you know, VX9 does have the CV version, which is the F-35C Lightning II carrier variant. And but check this hoodie out. Pretty sick hoodie if you ask me. I'm definitely going to be picking one of these up as well. It just looks so good. And these hoodies, these are premium hoodies too. They're comfortable, they're soft. Our manufacturer who actually puts these together does an awesome job on these, worth every penny. And there's no way in hell you're going to find something this cool and badass anywhere else other than the Ramp Swag store. So check that out, rampcheckglobal.com, and then just click on the shop now. But anyway, kick-ass hoodie. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of other hoodies on here too. And new for this year, we actually have some VFC 12 Aggressor Super Hornet hoodies. And then also went ahead and added a version of the hoodies just out of request from other people. Just the camo design without the actual aircraft silhouettes on there. So you've got that too. You got the 65th Aggressor F-35A, which is the Panther on our website because Lockheed Martin does not allow you to use their name when you're selling merchandise, which is okay, sure. And then we've got the the Viper, which is the F-16. Same thing about Lockheed Martin. F-15C Eagle. This is the Legacy 65th Aggressor hoodie. And then kind of the Legacy 18th Aggressor Viper F-16s now, since now they're not the Aggressors anymore. They're the 18th Intercept Fighter Intercept Squadron or something like that. But anyway, so there is some cool new hoodies, especially it had to do with VX9. But anyway, let's go back to chat for a sec. What do we got here? It's always show and tell on the Ramp Check podcast. Yes, you're right, Wadman. And then BH, lots of people have been asking for the Vandy 1 hoodie, but with a real jet on it, namely a CV. Yes, I know BH. BH was blowing up my text messages a little bit earlier before the show saying he loved the Vandy 1 hoodie, but he wanted a F-35 on it. So we will go ahead and do that. look for that soon there, BH, and anybody else that's a huge F-35 fan. But anyway, here we go. So Pacific Airshow. I've got some clips that I'm going to play from a video that I actually uploaded onto YouTube. If you haven't checked that out, please do go to our YouTube channel if you are not watching on that tonight, and like and subscribe. We'd appreciate your subscription on our channel. It is free. But yeah, Pacific Airshow 2024. Yeah, that represents all the fog and all the awesome iron that was actually going to fly or did fly and you couldn't see it. But that was a lot of fun. But let me since I'm flying solo here, guys, hold on one sec, guys and gals. Let me pull up standby one. Let's see. I am just queuing this up. So I was all over the place in Southern California on that trip because honestly, there was too much to not miss. LAX traffic, all the air show traffic, all the they staged out of Los Alamitos Army Airfield, and it was fun to go spot over there for a little bit. But sorry guys. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, I've got this queued up now. So I'm going to pull up our YouTube channel, and let's do this. Okay, here we go. What's up? This is BH with me. What was the name of this place?
Proud Bird.
Proud Bird, right at the approach end, LAX. 25 left and right, I believe. Right at the end of 25 left and right.
Yeah, general aviation.
That's general. Yeah, commercial. So we just had dinner here at BH's suggestion, and look at the parking lot of this place. P-51, Corsair, Dauntless. What is that?
That's a Spitfire.
Oh, that is a Spitfire. Nice. I couldn't really tell. I don't have my glasses on with my recording. But anyway, Brian here, we call him BH. He lives in this area and works in this area. So he was kind enough to come say hi and suggest. Oh, he actually bought dinner tonight too. Thank you. So thank you. Appreciate
Again.
it. It was good. We sat on the patio here and watched airplanes and talked airplanes like Av Geeks do. So anyway, do you have anything else to say, dude?
Yeah, go ahead and smash the ramp button on the like check and then ring the bell.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
shout out to Tony. That's what she said.
Exactly. What's going on this weekend?
Pacific Airshow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday down at Huntington Beach.
That's right.
A lot of airplanes. The world's greatest fighter jet's going to be there.
Oh,
and
F-22?
Let's not fool around here.
We're both wearing F-35 swag, so we both love F-35, but I don't know. F-22 is a more pure air-to-air fighter, though.
Right, and if you like old vintage stuff, I'm right there with you. That's what Pick Apart exists for. You find stuff for your vintage vehicle.
Okay. All right. Well, as soon as we see F-22, F-35 in a close-in dogfight, we'll see what happens.
That's what she said.
All right. Well, reporting live from the end of runway 25 right and 25 left at LAX at, what's it called again?
Proud Bird.
Proud Bird. It's a way better location than over by In-N-Out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we want to get the word out on that or not. But anyway, it is, and my arm's getting tired, so see ya. Oh, let me play the Proud Bird. Look, that's the interior Proud Bird. Look at that. Awesome P-40 hanging right in the Raptors. Whole bunch of Tuskegee Airmen memorabilia there, too. So anyway, hey, that was a lot of fun. Thanks again, BH, for dinner and hanging out. We got to hang out a bunch while I was there that weekend. I got in on October 3rd, left first thing in the morning on October 6th, which is Sunday. There was supposed to be a show on Sunday, but yeah, it was just like, it was just like Saturday, where it was absolutely awful. The fog. Anyway, yeah, so our hopes were up at that time. We were trying to be positive. We were absolutely looking forward to one hell of a show. I'm going to pull up Pacific Airshow's website here, and let's just go through the performer list, and just kind of what might have been. But anyway, check that out. Okay, we've got the Thunderbirds, of course, which is always a treat. F-22 Raptor demo team. This was the hardest to accept. Was the A-10 Thunderbolt 2 demonstration team was there, and I didn't even get to see it once. It was one of the last, I believe, 3 performances, 3 or 4 performances. Somebody will have to correct me on that, of the A-10 demo team, because Air Combat Command is retiring the A-10 demo team after this airshow season, which absolutely sucks. The jet's not going away like next year, so just keep it going. The A-10 is awesome. They're divesting a bunch of A-10s over the next several years, and that really sucks. But that was probably the hardest pill to swallow, with Pacific Airshow's weather being so bad. That was rough. Didn't get to see that. And then we've got of course, the Super Hornet demo. I did see Super Hornet and Thunderbirds on the first day. The weather cleared enough for those 2 demos. Little bit of F-22 Raptor action on the first day on Friday, but it was just a few passes. The weather, the fog was just too bad when the Raptor was around. And then, of course, the U.S. Navy Legacy flight, F-35C Lightning II demo. That would have been cool, too, because I've never seen that demo before. That would have been a blast. F-35C is so cool looking. Huge-ass wings on that thing, as the carrier variant. And then, of course, the Marine Corps MV-22 Osprey demo. They actually did some passes in the Osprey on Friday. I did get some footage of that, which was good. Heritage flight, nope. I saw the P-51 fly and the F-22 fly over at Los Alamitos Army Airfield on the Thursday before the first day, which is, I guess, kind of technically the practice day. But I did see that do a midfield break and landing for both the P-51 and the F-22. And then the Growlers, I caught the Growlers coming into Los Alamitos on Thursday. That was the only time I saw the Growlers fly. Skeld Composites, they had a bunch of their cool aircraft that were going to do some flybys. Never saw them. Clouds, fog, too thick. Ace Maker, same thing. Michael Golian, I don't believe I saw Michael's FedEx M57. Again, too much fog, couldn't see it. Heard it fly over, as a lot of these jets, they actually went up in the air and tried. Jeff Barboon, I'm probably saying that wrong. Did see him fly a little bit. Let's see. Tory Ward, the microjet. Nope. Didn't get to see that. The Stoll demo featuring Luke Chapela, if I'm saying that right. They did fly because they were able to just be right there on the beach where the visibility was, right on the shore. That's where they were doing their short takeoff and landing demonstration there. I got a little bit of coverage of that. U.S. Army UTC helicopters. I did see a Black Hawk at Los Alamitos. Lion Air Museum, there'd be 25. Heard it fly over a bunch of times, but never saw it. Rob Holland, same thing. Didn't get to see Rob. This one also was rough because the F-15 Cs are eventually all going away soon. But this is Bayou Militia F-15S. They actually got that wrong. It's maybe apostrophe S is what they were trying for. But anyway, those were F-15Cs. Would have been great to see Bayou Militia, but again, too much fog. Dawn Patrol RV, no. Paracommandos, no. And this one really sucked, missing two. The Edwards 412th Test Wing B-1B Lancer flyby. We heard it. Full burners and everything. But no. It was supposed to do a full wing sweep, full burner, high-speed pass, and then come around just completely dirty, slow-speed pass, and then leave. But the fog totally killed that. So it just did one burner pass. We heard it. I got it on video, got some great sound. But yeah, so I'll continue. U.S. Air Force KC-135 demo team. Unfortunately, didn't get to see that. Didn't get to see the T-38s. Didn't get to see the Albatross. Heard Matt Jolly a lot. I believe he's the air show announcer. But yeah, so you can see, hats off to Pacific Airshow, and one hell of a lineup. Just didn't get to pull it off this year because of the weather. But yeah, let's see. I'll go back to chat. Let's see. Yeah, Wadman wanted to go but couldn't make it. Well, it's actually good that you didn't make it, because you would have only been able to see the Thunderbirds on day one, and maybe a Raptor pass if you were lucky on that day one on Friday, the 4th. And then the Super Hornet demo. And even that was probably a little bit what am I trying to say? Hold on one second. Stand by. Okay, yeah, and even that might have been abbreviated just because the fog was kind of in and out. But and then of course, yeah, BH, don't forget the Edwards B1. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see. I'm going to queue up another part of this video, so bear with me a second. Let's see here. I just want to kind of show you a little bit of what it was like with the B1 flyover and everything. Okay, stand by. Let me pull up this video. And thanks for your patience, everyone. Okay, here we go. So I'm trying to keep it happy with the happy music. But you can see the visibility right there was okay. But anyway, I mean, there you go. You see all the boats out there. I actually went on a boat on the second day, and I'm getting to that. But we tried. So here's the first video of the B-25 overhead trying to find an opening in the fog, but unfortunately, it was a no-go. And then after this pass the B-25, this is one.
Thank you so much.
Let's get this. Oh man, what might have been? What could have been? Anyway, and here's a little bit of footage of the Osprey that actually was able to do a few passes on the first day. Look at this huge hole, yeah. That's interesting. That's right, people. But anyway, I'm going to go to another section of the video, but But it was kind of cool because I was able to shoot 4K 120, which is some pretty good high quality slow motion with my camera gear that trip. So I got a lot of great slow motion footage. And if you go to our YouTube channel and watch that full video, I got a lot of great clips of the Thunderbirds in slow motion, especially the Delta loop and roll with all 6 jets. That was actually pretty sick. But check that out if you haven't. But let me queue up another part of this video just to kind of show you. Let's see. Day 1. I'm going to skip the rest of day 1 real quick and then get to day 2. So stand by. Just queuing this up. All right, 1 second here. Thanks for your patience, everyone. But let's see. Okay, here we go. Here's another part of the video that I want to share. This was cool. I actually met up with Frank Krabus. Most aviation av geeks would know who Frank is. Awesome aviation photographer. He actually goes up with the military quite often. But anyway, good dude from the Netherlands. Him and his wife came out to California, met his wife, nice lady. It's the first time I met her. First time I met Frank was actually earlier this year at Red Flag. The Royal Netherlands Air Force had their A330 MRTT tanker specifically out there, and then also some other jets too, F-35s. But anyway, let me play this video. It's a little section here of what day 2 was kind of like. Let me know if the audio is too loud for y'all. Music. Yeah, go follow Frank. He's got awesome stuff. And a cannon shooter too, so we really bonded. It looked like it was going to be a nice day. It was kind of clearing up. This is just south of Huntington.
What's up? This is Frank. Hey, you guys know Frank. And Aaron, we are on the Nautilus ship actually heading out to Pacific Airshow. How's the weather today, Frank?
We are very positive people, so the weather's starting to improve, and hopefully it's going to be an awesome day. Although I must admit that at this moment it's pretty foggy out there at the ocean.
Yeah.
A thick marine layer.
Yeah.
But we're going to push it away, and then we're going to have a great time.
It's all about positive vibes.
Absolutely.
So we're on a ship with a bunch of other people. We're supposed to get the best light by being out on the ship. So we are looking forward. Frank already spoke to the captain. What did you tell the captain?
Well, I politely asked him to moor our ship at Show Center, because that's the best place you want to go to see the best of the action. So hopefully he will do that.
All right. Yeah, and we just looked at the schedule too. Fingers crossed the weather cooperates, but pretty much everything and everyone that's scheduled is supposed
on
to
the
fly.
list.
Yeah.
Still on the list.
Yep.
So yeah, fingers crossed and stay positive.
That's right. That's the name of the game, positivity. Yep. All right. All right, thanks, Frank. We'll talk to you later.
Oh, it was so frustrating hearing that, not being able to see it.
Hopefully Ramp Check's doing okay out there on the Blendy's boat.
Good old Joe wishing us luck out on the boat. How do you like these tunes? I thought it was cool. See, the sun was kind of shining through a little bit. Frank and I were getting so hopeful. But I was able to buy Frank a much promised beer that the next round or the first round was on me.
They canceled the rest of the boat charter because the fog would not go away, and they probably won't fly the rest of the air show today. So today was pretty much a total bust. Totally sucks. Anyway, oh well, can't predict the weather.
All right, well, I mean, that was pretty much my trip. You know, I've got some more footage. Let's see, stand by. I didn't mute the video in the background. When you're actually hosting and producing the show all at once, you forget to press a button or two. But anyway, yeah, that was Pacific Airshow pretty much. But I will show you some cool slow motion footage that I did get at Thunder. Speaking of Thunderbirds, they were just right behind my shoulder there on my screensaver. But Thunderbirds are always impressive. Man, it was, you know, right there on the water too. If y'all haven't seen an air show right on the water, it's so worth it because you get all kinds of vape. It's just incredible. Man, what could have been? Again, I'm just kind of blown away. But next year, definitely going to do it again. Frank and I are already talking about meeting up again and having a redo. And then of course BH, will see you there too, and others. Met a lot of cool people. You know, Jacob Remmel, his wife Denise, and Jacob's actually just got engaged at Pacific Airshow, which was kind of cool. I didn't get to witness it, but they posted a bunch of photos. So congrats to Jacob, and also expecting he's going to be a father. So there you go. Boy, how times have changed since I met Jacob. Gosh, back in 2019, actually, at a Red Flag, I believe. But anyway, let's see. Y'all have any thoughts in the chat or anything? Anything to add? I'd love to discuss a few more things with you, but especially BH. I mean, you were there. What are your thoughts? Yeah, it's just unfortunate. What a lineup would have been. Gosh, just absolutely incredible to see. A little tidbit about that B1 flyover too. It was actually the B1 pilot's Finney flight, so it was even more special. Excuse me for the B1. But let me queue up a couple things here. This is actually kind of cool. I went to LAX, of course, and went to the famous, you know, Imperial Avenue. Okay, so let's see. Let me play this. So I'll play this really quick and then I'll show you the Thunderbirds. But this is actually really cool footage. I just thought some great classical music was perfect with this. But caught some heavies in that beautiful 4K 120. Slowed it down really nicely and really enjoyed the views. But Atlas Air 747-400 freighter. I love this footage here because you can still see the nose gear spinning in slow motion, you know, and in real time, that's spinning so fast you might not even know it's spinning, but in slow-mo. And then the cool thing was, so LAX, the fog was just starting to roll in, and the jets, maybe 30 seconds after departure, were being swallowed up by that fog. So you'll see that here, but you see all that condensation on that huge wing. That was a lot of fun to catch. Yeah, let you enjoy that footage there. But for the photographers out there, that was all handheld at 600 millimeters, which, as you know, sometimes can be hard to do, especially when you're capturing video. There's no stabilization done to these specific videos because when you slow it down, it actually kind of negates some of the choppiness from hand holding at that focal length. Here's a nice Speedbird 777-300ER departing. Sad to not see any more 747s in the British Airways colors. Just kind of always seem to go together. Matt Wadman says, I would not be surprised if that 747 has been at Hill since I see a few come in. Yeah, there's been a lot of Atlas Air charters in and out of Hill, you know, with the 388 and the 419 fighter wings. They're busy. They're the prime Air Force F-35A fighter wings for anything going around going on around the globe, as well as multiple exercises they deploy to often throughout the year. But here's a China Cargo 777-200 freighter. Gotta love all that condensation inside the engine. Those huge GE90s. 777's such an amazing aircraft, but correct me if I'm wrong, but couldn't you just watch slow motion airliners with classical music playing for hours? Hey, Hank, what's up, man? He chimes in, hey, Hill Air Force Base without electricity currently. I saw them post something about an exercise today where they were cutting power in and out. So I don't know if that was just the story. But anyway, yeah, that's wild. Hill doesn't have power right now. Hopefully they don't get the call to deploy at a moment's notice. But anyway, yeah, here we go. LATAM Airlines 7879 Dreamliner. Beautiful. Got the Rolls-Royce motors on that one. Hank, the dark hole. That's what she said. Set yourself up for that one, Hank. I think there's one more. I think there's a... Oh, wow. Okay. Utah 5-2 doing touch and goes at Hill right now. Okay, so that must be part of the exercise, I would guess. Because they obviously have the backup generators running the runway lights if they're doing that, because it is, dark 30 outside. But yeah, here's a 767-300 freighter departing. Gotta love that. But anyway, okay. So let me queue up a couple of the slow motion Thunderbird images real quick, and then we'll go from there. So stand by. Okay, here we go. All right, let me pull up the source again, folks. Thanks again for your patience. Okay, so This actually isn't slow motion, but the next few are. But gotta love this view of the Thunderbirds. Is this? Oh, it's only broadcasting in 1080. Let me upgrade this to 4K for y'all. There we go. I guess the broadcast, the live stream is only 1080 anyway, so it probably doesn't really matter. So we'll just step it down to 1080 again. But anyway, all right. Got the high angle of attack, slow pass by the Thunderbirds. Captured that one going right beside me. I was a little north from Airshow Center during this show. Here's the high-speed 9G turn. That was cool to see. You can see I was a little further away at this point. Trying to catch a different angle. But let's see. Avgeek Joe, what's up, man? Nice slow-mo LX action. Now we need Bayo and Mach in slow-mo. We want Bayo. Well, I'll be able to catch Bayo in a KC-135 tanker soon, because for those of you that didn't hear, she is going to be a part of the 151st Air Refueling Wing here in Utah. It's like International flying tankers, so she'll be flying the actual tanker that will be fueling jets that she previously flew, which is kind of wild to think. But let's see. Oh, here's the high speed. Okay, here we go. All right. So this is my favorite footage that I actually caught at Pacific Airshow. This is the footage that really made all the effort, worth it. At least I was able to get something like this. This is all handheld, but I must admit, I did use some tracking software to keep it from being choppy at all, to really smooth it out. But the thing about that software, you have to have, pretty sharp video to really make it turn out beautiful. But yeah, and I thought the patriotic music really kind of hit the number on this one. But anyway, so I love at the top of the loop here as they go over, and let's see here. Yeah, this is all 4K 120. Gotta love it. But my favorite moment right here. Anyway. So it was moments like that I have to really thank Pacific Airshow, at least, for getting some video like that. But that was a lot of fun to capture. Avgeek Joe again. Rad one of us got the Thunder Boys. Very cool. Yeah, we'll end the video right there. Perfect moment. Anyway, all right. Well, there you go. All right, let's get to another chat, and then we'll kind of put an end to the broadcast tonight, to the live stream. And thanks again for watching. If you guys don't follow us, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. We've been making a lot of inroads with YouTube. The goal, obviously, as a YouTube creator, is to be monetized, because all it'll do is help improve the show, help improve our coverage, improve what we'll be able to cover, future trips for coverage. And so we appreciate all the subscribers, and of course follow us on X, Instagram, Rumble, pretty much any popular social media that you can think of where we can share video and photos. But anyway, thanks again, Av Geek Joe. Some really nice Thunderbird video. And then he also says, I got the next president on CNN and the T-Birds on the iPad. Life is okay. Geez, CNN must be showing President Trump on there. All right. Well, good for CNN. Giving Av Geek Joe some shit because he's a he's a staunch Biden and Kamala follower, advocate. But nope, that's not me. All Trump. But that's okay. We can still all love each other. We don't have to hate each other just because we differ in politics. But anyway, okay, Skywatcher 75. Nice video. Thank you. I appreciate that. You can catch that whole video on our YouTube channel. It's about an hour long. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of I also have video of me flying on the Airbus A220. Which is the previous C-Series aircraft that Delta Airlines flies. I flew that to and from John Wayne Airport in Orange County, from Salt Lake City, John Wayne, both ways. So flew on a A220-300 on the way to California, and the way back to Salt Lake City was an A220-100. So got to fly on both variants that Delta operates, which is cool Av Geek shit. But anyway, yeah, and thanks again for the chats. And if you don't know, we do try to live stream every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We are working on some very exciting guests on the upcoming live stream. We're also working on, more coverage, more footage. Of course, we like to cover anything that's here local where we can access quickly on a dime, especially since I still have little kids at home, a lot of fatherly duties, husband duties as well. We don't want to forget my sweet wife, Jessica, in this. She allows me to have some flexibility when it comes to covering aviation, even though it's not her thing, but that's okay. One of these days, I'm actually going to get her as a guest on the show. Would have been perfect tonight, but then who would watch the kids? So that didn't work out. But you have any questions tonight? Anybody watching? Any questions about Pacific Airshow or anything specific about the Ramp Swag store? Any requests? In the meantime, what I'll probably do is let's see. I am going to queue up the, I think it's time. Let's see. Right there. Okay, cool. I am going to get this going. Stand by. Okay. What kind of music do we want tonight? A little bit of chill hop? That's what I'm thinking. Because there we go. I like it. Because it is time for... All right. Here we go. We are going to do Instagram stories from the accounts we follow. Got a little bit of chill hop in the background. And let's start out with Bruce Almighty B. Oh, yeah, that's rough. He's actually in California now. A Seahawk pilot he is going to be. So that's awesome. October 20, Training Squadron 2. Yeah, that's too bad I never see that. Okay, this is Fast Wife Lauren. Looks like they're in Hawaii, which is pretty sick. Awesome. She was posting pictures of palm trees the other day. I'm like, hey, that's not up in Alaska. That's definitely not cold pine trees. But anyway, okay, so next, Kyle Ruby. Oh my God, he is just going around the country like crazy, wrapping these helmets. Let's see if we can get this to load again. But I mean, it's nuts what he's doing. He's just doing 10, 15, 20 helmets at a time. It's pretty wild. The Flying Texan. Oh man, Instagram's acting up tonight. Stand by. Stand by, people. We lost that one. Anyway, that's okay. KLSV Spotter. We actually met him at Warriors Over the Wasatch Airshow. So there you go. Catching someone flying. Let's see. Barbie Jet Pilot. We got more ads. Final chemo day. Well, don't know what that's about, but hey, hopefully everything turns out. Cancer really sucks. But anyway, nice F-22 there. Stronger than cancer. Ring the bell. Radio. They're pretty next. Okay, good. Good luck. Let's see. Nice. What do we got here? ORD spotting. ORD spotting's doing a lot of press stuff lately with the presidential race. Both Trump and the other candidates. Anyway, let's see here. What else we got? More ads? Holy shit, that's a lot of ads. Okay, Flying Texan, EMS conference. Nice. Beautiful C-47. And then, oh God, I forget the name of that. What, PT-19? Am I right on that, chat? Anyway, wow, breaks off media. Look at that. Looking back, let's see, let's go back here. Looking back from the final demonstration by the 12th Air Force Air Combat Command A-10 demo in Texas. Let's see, standby one. Instagrams, let's see. Yeah, that was so weird. It like totally cut out. So let's do this. Let's do this, everyone. Okay. All right, now we're doing it. Okay. Thanks, Wadman, for letting me know that. But anyway, let's go back here. Okay. Looking back, the final demonstration by 12th Air Force here in the great state of Texas. Man, I wish I could have seen A-10 demo in California. Oh, yes. Now, this was sad. A lot of people heard, but I think it was VAQ-130 lost a growler, and it was an all-female crew. Miley and Doug, and rest in peace and Godspeed. Prayers to their families left behind, but tragic accident. I'm sure the Navy is doing a investigation, trying to get to the bottom of what happened there, but unfortunately lost a growler and their crew. This is Rocketman Aviation. He's a good dude. Met him for the first time at William Tell last year. Speaking of growler, there you go. There's Australian F-35. Chris Aviation. Good old Taz in his flight training. He's a good dude. Let's see. Patches. Let's see. Aviationist. VFA 86. Navy's. Let's see. 3rd F-35C Squadron earns full safe for flight certification. Cool. B-2 Spirit Stealth Bomber completes program depot mains 91 days ahead of schedule. That's crazy. Super Hornets are fueling F-35Bs. Look at that. Crazy. Oh, and this was actually really cool. Let me see if I can pause this. So, Pima Air and Space Museum just got this EP3 in. This was the actual AP3 that was involved in that incident again, the air-to-air collision that happened where this had to land on one of the islands in China. God, this happened long time ago. I want to say late 90s, early 2000s that this happened. if I remember right. But anyway, this is the actual airplane that landed in China. But anyway, oh yeah, nice looking paint on that. Beautiful. What is that? What did that say? Let's see. VMFA 312. Nice. Yeah, that does look good. Air Force One. Let's see. Wowzers. Yeah, that's a nice looking. Is that a Gulfstream 650? It looks like. I think so. Anyway. Oh yeah. B1. Gotta love that view. Gotta love those Raptors over Japan. And then this was actually cool to see. A lot of spotters were posting this, but that retro 757 Boeing paint scheme. That's pretty sick. Let's see here. Team Dream, Hornets, very cool. More ads. Let's see. Bayou Shadows photography. Gotta love the Dolphin. Things over Houston, Blue Angels. Okay, we'll do a couple more and then we'll call it a day. Chuck Coleman, 1963, 2024. Yeah, that was sad to see too in Las Cruces. I think it was Las Cruces, New Mexico. Crashed at an air show. That was sad. But anyway, that was all right. Well, hey, sorry that the first half of the video was cutting out. But anyway, read a few more comments here. Do you want anything from Cape Canaveral? Let's see. You got it, buddy. Yeah. To my reply, he let me know that video wasn't showing. But yeah, absolutely. When are you going on your trip, dude? Would love to grab something. I know you've got some kick-ass ramp swag to wear on your trip, so can't wait for those pics. But anyway, all right, let's cut the music and want to tell everybody thank you again. I already covered the Ramp Swag store, but please go to the Ramp Swag store. Right now, we've got some hoodies on there. Obviously, we're going to get more hats, t-shirts, hoodies, swimwear, all the usual, but with the kick-ass awesome designs. And just kind of revamping some things and updating designs, updating sizes, some of the different merch swag that we do have. So check that out. Again, most Wednesdays, we try to do every Wednesday, but sometimes it doesn't happen that way. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we try to do the Ramcheck Aviation Podcast live stream, and keep an eye out for some awesome guests we got going on, that we're going to have on. And I think that's it. So let's, once again, let's pay homage to Pacific Airshow and all the recovering attendees. And yeah, I think we're going to call that the end of the show. But again, let's see if there's any chats. I leave this Saturday, Wadman says. So awesome. Thanks, Wadman. And yeah, let's call it a day. Let me cut this out real quick. Sorry. Again, when you're the host and the producer, you got to hit all the right buttons. But for Tony and Ryan, who aren't here tonight, and Aaron, hey, appreciate you watching tonight. Please do like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. And then X, Instagram, Rumble, Facebook. But we'll call it a night. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and have a good night and good day.